Nooks and Crannies is a festival where artists create temporary site-specific installations in downtown Okotoks. This art festival sees artists repurpose and animate forgotten places with forgotten materials, bringing public art to forgotten corners of downtown Okotoks. Individual artists and teams use recycled products to create installations that raise environmental awareness, animate spaces, and entertain audiences. The third annual Nooks and Crannies Festival opens July 17th, with art installations available for viewing until August 28th. Tucked into a sweet little spot next to Tap Oil Vinegar is a beautiful towering tree with long, gently sweeping branches. Take a moment in your wandering to appreciate the shade those branches provide. Listen to the nattering sparrows and chatty squirrels. If you're lucky, in the quiet, you might find a creeping caterpillar inching along a limb, a gentle buzzing bee passing by, or a graceful dragonfly stopping for a quiet rest.
Hi, my name is WASAN JEMA. I work for the Waste Services team in the town of Okotoks, and today I'm participating in the Nooks and Crannies Festival with my team in the Waste Services, and the art piece is called Tones. It's about multiculturalism and how we have different cultures, different values and beliefs, and it is represented by different skin tones. This gives us the ability to be stronger and more resilient in the face of tough times. And I guess this is the brand of Canada in general and the town of Okotoks in particular. And I'm so excited to get this illustration installed today, because today is the multiculturalism policy anniversary. 50 years ago, at the same day, July 17, 1971, Canada adopted this policy, and it is all about multiculturalism and diversity. And we have 2 official languages, but no official culture. Thank you.
Playing mix and match with visions of prairie contentment and blue-collar work, Bill's Benevolent Association, brothers Josh and Evan Bryan, create artworks that gather the bits and pieces from open fields and overlooked alleys to sit in still moments. When speaking of this project, the artists say, quote, "These signs are rooted in ramshackle DIY signage cobbled together from whatever material is available to spread a message. These kinds of signs may be rough around the edges, but they're appealing in their utility and often hold a quiet beauty in the details. For our signs, the message is to point to and appreciate the everyday, peaceful moments."
So I'm Jennifer Staples, and this is my sculpture for this year's Nooks and Crannies Festival. I call it We Are Stories. And the idea came to me earlier this year as I kind of sat down, and I was feeling a little bit blocked, to be honest. And I just started sketching out some ideas, and the idea that sort of came up was this image of a turtle. And I started to sketch the turtle in some different poses, and eventually kind of landed on this pose. So the image came to me first, and then I started to dig into sort of the layers of meaning that could be behind it. So the first thing I thought of when I thought of a turtle is that it sometimes symbolizes like wisdom, longevity, and can also be a symbol of going slow and stopping. And the fact that the turtle is sitting here telling a story, it really, to me, gives this message of like, let's slow down and let's listen to each other and listen to each other's stories. And when we do that, that's when we grow inside as people. So that's the main message of the story. I also thought of the Indigenous people's story of Turtle Island. And I thought about how the turtle, through that story, we're reminded that the turtle, all that we live on right now, is built on the back of a turtle, or grows out of the back of the turtle. So the turtle, in that sense, represents Mother Earth and represents nature. And I thought that was also a really fitting symbol for this festival, because we're using all these materials that would otherwise be considered garbage. So we're using, I used old newspapers and old cardboard, and even if we look at the back of the turtle, old plastic items that we would consider junk. And the fact that they're here on the back of the turtle, I hope that we can kind of get that layer of meaning of questioning, like, what are we doing to our mother? What are we doing to Mother Earth, to nature, that this turtle is now carrying that on its back? It doesn't go away, it is there. So yeah, so the idea that we are stories is that we slow down, we listen to each other. There's stories that are collaged onto the back of the turtle and onto the chest of the turtle. So if people do take that time to stop, to slow down and to listen, they're going to see those different stories, and they're going to see those different layers of meaning that are within the turtle. But most of all, I just hope it brings a smile to people's faces. And yeah.
Justina Maria is an interdisciplinary artist working primarily in jewelry, leatherwork, and mixed media, in addition to performance, dance, and music. In the artist's own words, quote, "My installation, Deco Drum, draws upon nature as its source of inspiration, expressed through images that appear as impressions in the metal pieces. The top of the structure is composed of images of wildflowers local to Alberta, the wild rose, anemone, and lily. The simplified motifs, symbols, and images in this piece allow the viewer to recognize and make connections to the land around us. Simplified universal images such as the moon, sun, and stars converse with the past, present, and future, marking our connection. In creating this piece, I wish to reflect the beauty of the world around us, using a recycled material which reflects light, conveys rhythm, and has a subtle auditory effect.